We've came to Clinique in Newcastle to speak to Joanne, a Clinique skin specialist, to talk to her about the relationship women usually have with their skin and makeup, to then take away her tips and recreate a daytime look on Sarah, who has problem skin.
I don't think it's just makeup. I think it makes a big difference to that person as well. I don't have the best skin in the world. I couldn't stand here without my makeup on, because then I wouldn't feel confident either. We look at makeup at Clinique as sort of being there to enhance what you've got and not hide it. So if somebody comes in and doesn't feel very confident and hasn't wore a lot of makeup, you can change the whole perspective and how they look and feel when they walk out. We've actually had women go to tears because they felt so good about themselves. Yeah, I'm quite an emotional person, and if I make somebody happy and they cry, I'll cry with them, love. But no, it makes me feel good that I can do that for somebody and make them feel good about themselves as well. Yeah. If you build up empathy with that client and found a little bit more about them, found out why they're shy, and we'll go into probably a more personal thing. It's a little bit like your hairdresser, and find out, how you want to wear your hair, what makes you feel good about yourself. We do the same type of service here. So we probably go into a little bit more depth and find out what they're unconfident with, and then try and build and grow on that. You quite often get people who maybe don't have a very good skin and feel embarrassed to come and speak to us, because most people with a problem skin shy away from cosmetic counters. If we have the right approach with them and touch their skin and make them feel comfortable and hide what's there, then the head comes up and they do feel a lot happier and more confident about approaching other cosmetic counters as well. Because sometimes I think there's a bit of a myth that you can't come up to a cosmetic counter if you're not the most perfect creation in the world and get the right advice, but we're trying to dispel that now. I would say we do that at Clinique anyway. People who we get coming to the counter, we've got some ladies who've got some real problems with their skin, and they've actually built up a relationship with myself and my team, and they actually feel comfortable coming to us and letting us take their makeup off so that we can look at the skin and then put it back on to make them feel better. Whereas maybe if 10, 20 years ago, that wouldn't have happened. I remember being younger and not being able to go confidently into a cosmetic establishment and ask them to help my skin because it was so bad. I had really bad acne and I didn't feel confident at all, and it took me years to be able to build up confidence. So at Clinique, because we understand all types of skin, I think we're trained and pride ourselves on being approachable to anybody who comes to the counter. It's important that that person doesn't feel embarrassed